What's up, guys? You know what time of year it is. It's Black Friday, and I have something I want to talk about today that you can get a massive discount on, and using my discount code, you can get a bigger discount than anywhere else. Today, we're talking about a desk, a premium, either gaming or work desk. It is a sit-to-stand with a full range of motion and 3 preset heights, plus some really cool RGB lights and a built-in cable management system. But I gotta stop. I cannot talk about this beautiful eWin Racing Bravon desk that you can save 30% off of by using discount code Jake Randall on the eWin Racing website, which is linked in the description and in the pinned comment, without giving you a little context. That's my bakery, the Sunflower Bakery and Cafe, and that's me. We opened this bakery, my lifelong dream, for the first time yesterday. And I bet you're wondering how I got here. Okay, maybe you're not wondering that, but I will tell you this. I was born with a disease called cystic fibrosis, and at 2 years old, I was diagnosed, and the doctors told my mother that my life expectancy was 10 years old. My mom refused to accept that. She did all the treatments that were out there. She signed me up for every study, every experimental drug. Next year, I'll be 35 years old. In my late 20s, I spent about half my life in a hospital bed, as I would be in the hospital for about 2 to 4 weeks, and then I would get out, and I would be back in the hospital within 2 to 4 weeks of being released. Pretty much every other month I was spending my time in the hospital, and it looked like I only had a couple years left to live, which was a big success. I had more than doubled my expected life. But then a miracle happened. A little pill called Trikafta, basically, as long as I take it every day, corrects the genetic mutation that causes the majority of my symptoms from cystic fibrosis. With this new lease on life, I had the energy to start this YouTube. And after a flash in the pan where I was featured on the Today Show, on the front page of the New York Times, I got a little burnt out from YouTube, and I started to look for something more. Something that I wanted to do with a full life, which is something I hadn't thought about in a very long time. This year I started my bakery, the Sunflower Bakery and Cafe. And I'm going to show you a little bit of my bakery right now. One of the really cool parts of this bakery is that it comes with a massive office. However, the desk in this office left a little to be desired, and that's where eWin Racing comes into play. eWin Racing has been supporting me since the very first year I started this YouTube channel. They've even held giveaways and helped me raise money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. They're one of the only companies I've worked with that highlights my disease and the research going to find a cure. So today I want to talk about their newest product, the Bravon desk. So let's take a look about how their new product fits into my bakery and possibly will fit into your life too. If you were paying attention, you might have noticed that the bakery is definitely still under construction. There's a couple things that need to be finished off, and the office is a mess. But not to worry, by the end of this video, we're going to do a little makeover, and you're going to see the progress and where we put the desk. But as soon as I got the desk and put it together, which took about 45 minutes, I'd say, I really just wanted to test out some of the functions right away. I wanted to see how quickly the desk raised and lowered. And it's honestly the fastest sit-to-stand desk I've ever used. And I've actually done sponsorships with other ones. I've tested other ones out, even if I didn't own them. And I was really impressed by the speed. I also think they did a really nice job with the lights. Because I know a lot of times companies go over the top with the RGBs, and I don't know why everything gaming has to be that. But with the eWin lights, you can choose just a single color. And there's 5 different brightness levels, and you can see they look really good in a well-lit room, and they look even better in a dark room. I like that there's 5 brightness levels. For example, for me and my business, I can just put a subtle single color that complements the rest of the room on, and it doesn't have to be going crazy flashing, but yet it still shows this premium, elegant look. And that's a really big bonus for me, so I love the way that they handled the lights on this desk. It really is more of a 2025 desk, not a 2015. One of the best features about this eWin Bravon desk is the ability to save 3 different heights, and then at the push of the button, the desk will go back to that exact height. And this is how easy it is to use. When you have the desk at a height you want, you push the S button for set. Then you click which preset you want, and that's it. It's done. So now when I hit the 1, it'll go back to the exact standing height that I liked it for me standing. And when I hit the 2 that you just saw me set, it'll go right back to the sitting position that is flush with the windowsill, exactly the way I like it. The height of the desk can be anywhere from 25.6 inches to 49.2 inches. And a couple other bonus features it has are the headphone stand and the cup holder. Typically, you set up the desk and have the cup holder in front of you. I opted to set mine up the other way, so it's nice that you can choose where you want to have them, and the cup holder can be fully retractable, whether you have it on the side like I do here, or you have it in the normal position in the front of the desk. So near the back of the desk, there's actually this container you see here with the wires, and that's for all your cable management, which is pretty important for a sit-to-stand desk because it's so open on the bottom, especially if you have it facing in a direction like I have this facing where it's not against a wall. You don't want any of the cables to be shown. So the flip cover at the end actually hides it all. I've actually configured the desk in a way where I can show you where the cables are so it's open. But typically you're gonna have this completely covered and only fold it like this when you wanna access your cables or add new pieces of equipment. So I do like the desk right here. It's really good for like meeting with clients if they want to get wedding cakes or do a cake tasting. We can have them sitting across from me right here. But I also kind of want to see how it looks like up against a wall. Well, I've been moving this in different positions around the desk. I've actually stacked a ton of different things on top of it, and there is absolutely no shake or wobble to the desk. And it is rated to support up to 350 pounds. So having your full PC set up on top of the desk, if you don't want to have it underneath, would be fine for this. And I mentioned the combinations earlier of all the different brightness levels and different colors you can do. It's actually over 150 lighting modes. So you got a lot to play around with, a lot to like change up the space, never have the same thing twice. Because the RGB strips are 3-sided, you still have that elegant light on the side. So it's on the back and both sides for the light strips. And I think out of everything I played around with, I like the desk being in this corner, but make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to show you what it looks like once we repaint the office, add a little couch in there on the side for the customers to sit on when we're consulting them about their wedding cakes or other orders. Plus, you'll get to see a full tour of the bakery in a future video. But it was at this point that I realized I'm missing something very important, and that is a comfortable chair. Luckily, I know just the company. And that's right, that Jake Randall discount code that gets you 30% off applies to everything on eWin's website. So let's take a look at some of the chair combinations we could use with this desk. The chair you see me sitting on now is actually a chair that eWin designed based on my channel's logo. There's two versions. There's one with the eagle right there, and then there's literally the one you see me putting in right here. They were both designed to match my stream layout, and normally at $459, with my code, you're getting them for almost just $300. So that's a really good deal, and it's one of eWin's more premium chairs that I've made a full video on that you can check out right here. But I've used many of eWin's chairs throughout the years. The first chair they ever have given me is still lasted and seems brand new the day I got it, and that's been 5 years at this point. But if you're already going to be getting this desk, it's kind of a large purchase in itself. Even though it's a great deal with the Jake Randall 30% discount, I think if you're looking for a chair too, the Night series could be really good because these chairs are pretty simple but clean looking, really go nice with like this modern desk. And with discount code Jake Randall, you could end up getting one of these chairs and the desk for the price you would normally just have to pay for the desk by itself. So everything you need for a brand new setup, saving $330, 30% off with discount code Jake Randall, is a happy Black Friday indeed. So at the end of the day, that's my Black Friday spiel for you for 2025 for eWin Racing. And don't forget all the good they've done, whether it's, helping me raise money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, supporting me, surprising me with cool stuff like a chair with my own face, or just the fact if you're looking for something like this, know that I fully endorse their products and I think they are incredibly high quality and I think their name brand is a little under the radar. You can actually end up getting things that would cost much more from some more well-known manufacturers, when you're going to get just as good, if not better, quality from you when racing. So thank you for checking out this channel. I can't wait to show you guys a full bakery tour in an upcoming video, and I will see you on the next one. Finger guns out. Sometimes